Wednesday advanced webinar. My name is Jared Krebs. I'm pictured here with my wife Crystal. We're Emerald Directors in San Antonio, Texas. And before we get started with today's special guest, I just want to remind you of 10 things to expect while building your business. Number one, there will be ups and downs. Number two, success or failure is up to you. If you succeed, it's because of you. If you fail, it's because of you, not because of the person who invited you to USANA. Number three, the goal is for you to become independent and run your business and be the leader for your team. Number four, make your plan on the weekends. Do it, review it, and make adjustments. Plan, do, review, adjust. Number five, it's going to take time. It's going to take 1 year to become competent. It's going to take 3 years to create a significant part-time income. It's going to take 5 years to become a significant earner and 7 years to be world-class. It's going to take time. Number six, it takes consistent work and hustle. Number seven, you're going to have to grow and get outside of your comfort zone. Number eight, mental toughness is necessary. Number nine, the grass is not greener in other companies. I've seen people leave USANA and never make what they made with their USANA business. And number 10, this is a long-term game. USANA is 25 years strong with over $2.5 billion paid to its associates. It's provided me and my wife a full-time income for over a decade, giving us time freedom, allowing us to really enjoy life. And that is what USANA does. And it's a stable, long-term company. It is such a blessing to work in this company. And always remember that amateurs sell products, but professionals sell the vision. Always make sure that you're sharing the entire vision of what somebody can have with USANA. And that will take you to a next level and help even more people, make you more money, and you will have more fun. And few have done it, as well as Elia Ray, Ruby Director, $1 Million Club member out of San Antonio. She is an awesome person. Elia, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to share your USANA story with us. I really have appreciated knowing you throughout the years. You and your husband Mario have become really great friends to me and Crystal, and we really love you and consider you family, and we are so excited to hear your story, especially straight from you. So let's bring you onto the webcam, Elia Ray. Elia Ray, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jared. Thank you for that nice introduction and for the opportunity to tell my story.
Yes, awesome. Well, take it away. We want to know everything. We want to know what your life was like before USANA, what it was like during, how you overcame challenges, what's your life like today, and take it away.
Thank you very much. Well, I want to start telling you that USANA has been a blessing to us, to Mario and to me. And it came at the perfect time when my youngest son was ready to go to college, and I was afraid of the emptiness syndrome. And my husband was approached by a very good friend, and he joined the business. At the beginning, he was active. I was not involved. I did not want to know anything about it because I had always been a wife and a mom, and I like it that way. But little by little, he started inviting me to the health and freedoms we used to have at that time, where I met wonderful people. Every time I went, I learned something. And it was a challenge to me to get out of my comfort zone. I have learned that in your comfort zone, nothing grows. So I had to get out of my comfort zone and join my husband. And little by little, I was like growing some little antennas and listening to other people's problems. And I started to share a little bit. But I was always afraid. When Mario was invited to go to talk, I always hid behind him because I knew I did not have the skills, and I needed those skills. So I started by using the products. I started with the Reset Kit that came with the Associates Beginners Kit, and I knew my husband was not going to use it, my children even less, so I did it. And with wonderful results. I had problems of anemia, and for anemia, they gave me a 3-month iron treatment, and that made me very constipated. For months, I suffered of that until I used the reset, and it was the solution to my problems. I love the reset program, and ever since, I have a shake for breakfast. Then I started using the skincare products. Maya told me, we have them, use them. So I started replacing the ones I used to have. I thought they were the best. I found out the USANA skincare products at that time were superior, and they have been improved through the years. So I love those products, and I've been using them ever since. Then I started going to the events, and at the events I met wonderful people, and I found out that it can be a family affair. We're families like yours, Jerry. I met your parents, and we went to events together. It was nice to see how people were going up and up and up, and then seeing them on stage, and they became friends. And we were building new relationships, having a lot of fun. At the events, we were treating like royalty, and we had the opportunity to meet wonderful people like the Hunters and the Penrods and the Bolkis and all the nice people that we have as leaders here in San Antonio. We set goals. For Mario's, his first goal was to retire, and that was our main goal. He had a business that helped us to rear our children, to send them to college, to pay all our debts. But he was not able to retire because if he was not there, the business was not working. So we set that goal, and 3 years ago, my husband was able to sell his business and go USANA full-time. Now I can tell you that he's enjoying life. He's doing whatever he wants to do. We have been able to travel. We have been just checking out all the goals we have been setting, and it's been very nice. But as Jerry said, there have been ups and downs. And for me to be where I am at, I had to get the skills a leader needs. As I said before, I never work outside our house. I was just a wife and a mom, a lot of voluntary work, but nothing to pay for that. So I had to learn how to do this business, and I have been trained. I joined the Toastmasters because I wanted to be able to speak in front of a group of people. And as you have already guessed by my accent, English is not my first language. So I had to learn how to speak and communicate in English. Toastmasters was the place where I've been trained, not just as a public speaker, but also as a leader. Mario also gave me the opportunity. We went to be trained by Tony Robbins and by Eric Worre. And I have listened to a lot of tapes. I have read a lot of books. And it's been exciting. And when I said it was a blessing, it's because when I was concerned about the emptiness syndrome, I said, what am I going to do once my husband retires and he's all the time here at home? It will drive me crazy. But this business has bringing us together. We have been able to enjoy this business together. We take the products, we exercise, we eat healthy, all those things we have learned through the years on how to have a healthy lifestyle has brought us together. And thank God, now that he retires, both of us are healthy. We can do things that some of the young people cannot do because they are overweight, because they have a chronic degenerative disease. And it's been wonderful. I have learned a lot. I have reached my goals. Most of my goals have been reached. And every time we get to that place, it's exciting to set new goals, and we can make them real by working together. So that's my story. I thank God because we both are healthy. Our children, all of them take the products. They are not in the business because we gave them different wings. We taught them the old school, but I'm proud of them. 3 engineers and a lawyer. All of them are doing very well. All of them are married, happily married, and we have 6 grandchildren and 1 on its way. So I can tell you that I'm living a wonderful life. We live in this beautiful house, our dream house in San Antonio, and we can travel, visit our children. We have 1 in Michigan, 1 in Delaware, 1 in Houston, and another 1 here. And it's great. It's great to be able to sit on the floor and play with the grandchildren and go on bicycle rides. And it's nice to be healthy at our age, being retired, and everything thanks to USANA. So if you are young, energetic, can you imagine all you can do with this business? Mario told me once, we got to this business very late, but I don't think so. I have seen in every event, because we haven't missed 1 convention in 15 years. We started this business almost 15 years ago, and we haven't missed 1 convention. And you can see the kind of people that join this business every time. And you see young people, energetic, with their future ahead of them, but you also see older people that are worried about their retirement. They have not enough money for their insurance. They want to get out of debt. And wow, we thank God because he put us this business at the right time for us to live a nice life. So that's my story, Jared. And if there are any questions, I'll be glad to answer them if I can.
Elia, thank you so much. I love what you said about living healthy, having time with your family, living in your dream home in San Antonio, and also having the energy to enjoy it. A lot of times people have all that success and they don't have the physical health. And you and Mario have just done it all, and it's so cool to see what your life is like because of USANA. So I'm going to start off with the questions. While you're thinking about your questions, everyone who's on Zoom, please just type them in the chat and I will ask the questions. And if you're watching on Facebook Live, go ahead and put it into the Facebook Live chat and I'll ask the questions. But my first question is, Elia, what were some of the biggest challenges you had to overcome while you were building your business? Like, what was something that you really made you almost consider quitting, and then you just pushed through and you made it through and made it happen anyways?
I'm a very introverted person. For me to do my own presentation, it was very hard. But it was not until I understood that it was not about me, that it was about helping others, that I was brave enough to present. I I was there to give them a solution for their problems. I was not there to sell or to impose anything on anybody.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have something that can help other people, why not sharing it? It would be very selfish from my part not to share what I have, what has been so beneficial for me and for my family. So that was my main problem.
I really like what you said about focusing on what it's going to do for other people. Because sometimes, you know, even today, it's like, okay, now it's on Facebook, right? Oh man, should I invite all these people today? Should I do all my follow-ups? Should I do all this? And if I really put my heart into helping somebody else and thinking, man, this is going to impact their life. Whoever says yes to this can change their entire future.
Yes. It's very nice when people come and say, thank you. Thank you because you helped me to regain my health, to lose the weight, to get an extra income. I've been pushing the products. I need to be honest. Mario is the one who has been giving the vision, inviting to the business. But as I said, we do it as a team. So we have been able to help people that way.
Awesome. Tell me about the teamwork side of this. Some people work with their spouse. Some people work alone with their business. But how do you and Mario stay a good team?
Mario has a very different way to show the business. And I have my own way. He is more assertive. He is go, 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 go. I'm more like a listening person. I listen and I try to find out how can I help that person. I know they can benefit it, but I try not to impose anything on them. So I have been doing my own presentations and it has been working. But when I come home and I tell Mario, this is what they want, this is what I suggested, we send them what the information they need, and he is the one who enrolls them in the business. He is the one who knows the business tree and where to find things and all that magic. I'm more like the one that talks to the people.
Okay, that's good. That's good. So it's kind of like you have the soft energy, love, and he's more the driver.
Yes.
You know, you need both of that. You need both of those qualities, you know, and if somebody was running their business alone, then you have to do both of those things. I know that when I started, I didn't have Crystal, and it was, I had to just be both of those things. You know, I had to be the driver, but I also had to be the energy and the love and all that. Now Crystal does all that. I just drive now. I do both, but no, thank you for sharing that. That's very true. You do need to have a balance of the energies. So we have some questions coming in on the chat now. Randy and Viola Krebs from Utah, Salt Lake City, they ask, how long did you do the Toastmasters until you felt comfortable with public speaking?
I'm still in Toastmasters, but to be comfortable, you need to find a club where you can have the support. Not all the clubs are the same. I was very lucky because one of the leaders, Paige Hunter, told me to go to Business and Professional Toastmasters here in San Antonio. And we meet once a week for lunch, and they are very friendly. It's the evaluation program. They evaluate your performance and they tell you how to improve. So every time you give a speech, they evaluate your performance. For American people, it's easier. For me, I had a person who was telling me, Elia, you mispronounce this, and these words. You need to pronounce this way. So it took me longer, but I try to give a speech once a month. In a year, I got to the level of competent communicator, and that gave me the confidence to speak in public.
Okay, so it took about a year, and they really worked with you.
It worked with
You
me.
had to find
yes.
a good group. You had to find the right group.
Yes.
Okay.
You may need to visit 1 or 2 or 3 clubs until you feel comfortable in that atmosphere.
That's a really good point. Thank you for sharing that. Not everybody would probably think of that. So I wouldn't have thought of that. So that's awesome. All right. Next question is from Brittany Castillo in San Antonio. She asks, how did you overcome your fear of failure?
The fear of failure, I don't think I have overcome it yet. I'm always afraid to be rejected. But as I said before, it's not about me. It's about others. Some people know that is something good. Some others, they don't care. So you are going to find people that are interested, some people that are not interested. It's up to them. My job is to give them what I think is a solution for their problems. If they accept it or not is their problem. And that's how I say it.
Ooh, I like that. That's so true. That's great. You haven't overcome your fear of failure, and you're $1 million club member and a Ruby director.
No, I need to be honest.
That's awesome, though. I mean, because that's everyone's hearing that. Okay, you know what? You can continue to grow in your business, and still, you don't have to, be perfect at it all. You still can have the fear of failure or whatever, and just grow through it. But I will definitely say that over, thinking about other people and it's not about you, that definitely does take away some fear. It's like, oh, if I make this phone call or if I reach out to this person, it's all about them. Whether they say yes or no, I give them the chance. Like that's great advice. Okay, let's go to the next question from Jared Harris in Salt Lake City. He asks, have you trained new associates in their 20s?
In their 20s. No, we used to have a young group of associates, and for reasons I have been having trouble to understand, they decided to join another leader. And but we have young people that come for advice, and Mario is mainly the one who trains them.
Okay.
So I have had spa parties, and I have done that first with the Sunset products and now with the Celavi products, and they enjoy it and they use the products. But I'm having a problem inspiring them to join the business through the products. They just became customers.
Okay. All right. Well, hey, that's fair. See, even Ruby directors have challenges they have to overcome still, right?
Oh, yes.
And you just keep going. You just keep going. You never quit. You just keep trying new things. And that's the thing. If you're struggling right now in your business, and that's good. That means you're growing. And
growing, and the checks still come every week. And that's the secret for my husband to be retired, that the checks are coming in. We keep on trying. We keep on growing. We have very successful results with the business, even though we don't do it all the time, because our lifestyle has changed. Our children are graduated, married, gone. We have no debts, so we don't have the need to have a huge income to have our lifestyle. But we have a very comfortable lifestyle. So All depends on what do you want, what do you need, and that's going to be the fuel that inspires you to work harder, to go forward. All depends. But the energy, we have it. I cannot say no. And it's fun. If you make it part of your life, it's fun. You meet people all the time. So, and people are watching you because you think they are not watching you. But they come and they say, oh, you are so-and-so, and you are doing this, and I've been watching this. Oh my goodness, I better behave, because people are all the time seeing what you do. So it's fun.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, so we have another question here. Randy Avila Krebs asks, you stated that events have been crucial to your success. Is there certain books you recommend to your team?
Certain what?
Books you recommend to your team.
Yes, yes. As you know, my ministry is jail ministry. And in that area, I have found a lot of good books. And one that it really inspires is the purpose-driven life. And that's a wonderful book I recommend to everybody, even if they are not in USANA. That book has opened my eyes to let me know, and again, that is not about me, is everybody has a purpose in this world, and with whatever your talents are or your means, you can help other people. It's incredible, but everything I have learned in Toastmasters in USANA, I have been able to apply in my jail ministry to help those women that have no self-esteem and they have no purpose in their lives. And that's one I recommend, besides all the ones that USANA has. One book I love is Invisible Miracles from our founder, Dr. Myron Wentz. I always talk about it when I talk about the products, and it's wonderful to me. Also, I try to tell people to get rid of all the hazards they have in their house, and I also recommend My Healthy Home. Those two books are like everyday reading. So yeah, for the business, that's what I would recommend.
Awesome. A purpose-driven life. I can tell you have that purpose. And thank you for doing the jail ministry and helping people that society has given up on, and being a light for them. That really says a lot about you, and I really admire that you do that.
Well, I never thought where I was going to use all this learning I have been doing, but God has a purpose. God knows why and where you are going to find the place to use them. And
absolutely.
So, yeah.
Last question is, what is your favorite USANA product?
My favorite USANA, I have so many. I like them all. But my favorite, the one that has helped me, is the shakes. The shakes. When we travel and I come back with those extra pounds, and I'm having very hard time getting rid of them, even with exercising, the shakes are the key.
I love it.
If you take your shake in the morning and at night, and I do it at night, because the Mexican way is that your main meal is lunch. So we always eat strong around 1 o'clock, 1:30. So if I do the shakes in the morning and at night, I can get rid of those pounds without any problems.
So well said. I love it. Shakes have been huge for me too.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that. Well, this has been a phenomenal interview. Thank you for sharing your story, Elia. You have such a huge heart. I appreciate your time. I appreciate everything that you bring to the USANA family. You have grown so much with your public speaking. Now you're doing webinars and being interviewed, and it's all on your own. I love it. So I want to acknowledge you for all your growth, and thank you for being such a great, great team member and friend. And let's go ahead and unmute the lines and everyone say thank you, Elia, and have an awesome day.
Thank you, Jared.
Alma. Have a great day.
Have an excellent day, Elia.
Have an awesome day.
All. May God bless you.
I'm going to
And
call
you as
you,
well.
Elia. Bye.